basket. Pretty good athletes at 22, Parker. And the free throw shooter here.
Just check. We got one. Go. And both free throws. One of two converted at the line. 29-20. Yellow Jacket basketball. And the lead. McDonald cross midcourt. Goes right. Teammates left. Gresham trying to post up inside. Standridge spins. Dumps it high to Mag. He's going to catch. Got two defenders. Ball's up in the air. Lost. McDonald almost recovers. Tries to tip it to Standridge, but Brooklyn comes away with it. Parker, Reese going to try to take it away at midcourt. Picks up the dribble, but the Bearcats will clear.
I think a big final minute here. Either way, the Yellow Jackets want to try to get double figures for the half. Brooklyn wants to keep it in single digits.
Three-point shot. Short. Going out of bounds. Bearcats save it, but into the hands of Reese McDonald. Long pass ahead to Parks. 2-on-2. Cross the lane pass to Standridge, and she's fouled on the shot attempt. Sydney back to the free throw line.
I think a big final minute here. Either way, momentum-wise, it's a mental thing. You go in at halftime and you look up and you're down double figures as opposed to single digits here. So Sydney with a chance to put the game back into double figures.
And the first one is up and in. Good free throw shooting tonight by the Lady Yellow Jackets here in the first half as Gracie Limble comes in. Reese McDonald out.
The senior now with 3 for 3 at the line.
7 for 8 as a team. And Standridge makes it 8 of 9. 31-20. 45 seconds, second quarter.
Now can you get a defensive stop here?
So shot clock on. Into the lane. Runner floats it up. Won't go. And Maggie Gresham chases it down. Clears it out to Gracie Linville.
I didn't see Coach Post on to slow it down.
Parks on the dribble. Back out to Linville. Shot clock, game clock. The same. 20 seconds. Inside. Gresham, Linville. Gracie gets it back. Sydney's going to drive. Scoop it up over a defender and draw the foul. Sydney right back to the free throw line. 15 seconds to go.
Jackets are attacking the basket. That's Parker's second foul.
And Sydney's going to miss the first one. She'll have a second. And Sydney gets it to go, 32-20. Katie Gifford in, Sydney Standridge out. 15 seconds.
You got a foul to give here. You have 5. You can foul one time, force them to have to take the ball out again. Yellow Jackets trying to put some pressure in the backcourt to kind of take some time off the clock.
We're going to walk it across. Here we go, 8 seconds. Keith defending the top. Kinley's got 2 fouls. She might want to be careful. Into the corner. Fake the 3. 2 seconds. They get it off in time. It's up. It won't go, and that will do it. First half is complete. It's Clinton 32, the Lady Brooklyn Bearcats 20. We'll take a break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Nobody has sold more Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram vehicles than the Landers family. If you're looking for a hassle-free, stress-free buying experience, then Cowboy Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Clinton is your place to shop. If you want to pay too much, buy somewhere else. If you want the car deal you've always waited for, Cowboy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Clinton is your place to shop. It's quick and easy. Jump online at cowboycdjr.com or give us a call at 501-745-5333. Cowboy up or you'll pay too much.
wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. Our board-certified interventional cardiologists, specialized team, and innovative cardiovascular technology are here to provide the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Hi, I'm Joey Dobbs with State Farm Insurance here in Clinton. We are proud to support Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports, and we're here to support you on and off the field. For surprisingly great rates on auto, home, life, and supplemental health insurance, stop by today. We're located just off of Highway 65 before the Little Red River next to H&R Block. Give us a call at 745-6323 or visit our website at calljoeydobbs.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Nobody has sold more Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram vehicles than the Landers family. If you're looking for a hassle-free, stress-free buying experience, then Cowboy Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Clinton is your place to shop. If you want to pay too much, buy somewhere else. If you want the car deal you've always waited for, Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is your place to shop. It's quick and easy. Jump online at cowboycdjr.com or give us a call at 501-745-5333. Cowboy up or you'll pay too much.
And from Media Row here at Yellow Jacket Arena, the Class 4A East Regional teams here from Central and North Central Arkansas. Clinton hosting teams from Northeast Arkansas. I guess if you're trying to think how far this regional stretches and who's here in our conference, you can go all the way down to Bauxite, just south of Little Rock, just outside Bryant, Arkansas. I guess on the Northeast, folks, you can go all the way up to Blytheville, way up in the northeast corner of the state, in the Missouri Boot Hill. A long way away. Matter of fact, that's where we'll be next week for the Class 4A State Championship hosted by the Blytheville Chickasaws. We know the Clinton girls will be there, and we'll look forward to that. We don't know yet if their first game will be on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, and it looks like it'll take us to tomorrow, completion tomorrow, to find that out depending on what seed they fall. So a lot of folks here, a lot of folks have traveled from a distance. This Brooklyn crowd, they had two games last night, boys and girls, had a big crowd here. If you were watching on the live stream, I know my dad was telling me, Mike Holson, he thought that might have been the biggest crowd of the year when he saw the Clinton folks across the way, saw the Brooklyn folks here, some kids in the end zone. So they brought a lot. They turned around and brought folks again today. I'm sure they got home, fairly late last night. It's going to take you, 2:15, 2.5 to get to Brooklyn. They came back today to watch their teams play. So good crowd in the stadium and a good atmosphere as well. I don't know if you were listening last night, but we did have the opportunity to talk to, I guess we'll call, the state director and the local director of regional and state basketball playoffs. We had Lance Taylor with us last Thursday night when we were at Little Rock Hall. He is the executive director of the Arkansas Activities Association. That's what these regional and state tournaments, they're played under the auspices, if that's the word, of the AAA governing body. And we get to see Lance around. He happens to be the father-in-law of Judson Smith, Clinton senior boys coach, and so he makes his way here. He was here last night in that thriller for Brooklyn, made a memory, a three-pointer to win the ballgame for Clinton, almost a heartbreaking loss, especially for those seniors whose season came to an end. But saw Lance Taylor. I said, "You going to get to come back?" He said, "Well, I got to go some other places." He said, "I got the next 2 days to cover regional tournaments." He said, "I got to get to Warren. I got to get to Morrilton." I said, "What about next week? Where are you going to be?" He said, "I got to hit them all." So he'll be in Blytheville one day. He'll cover all other state championship sites as well. But then we got to talk to Chris Dufran, the athletic director for Clinton. He talked about what happens here for Clinton to put on a regional. It is so much fun when we can host a regional or state here, as we have since 2006. It's a lot of work behind the scenes, from school personnel, from everything from parking buses to helping, assisting purchasing tickets, to working media like Mike Holly here is doing, the concession stand with Angela Bradford, the Booster Club, the things they do, the scorers table, and folks
Plumbing
there.
with Philip Jones. I think he fixed a water fountain last night.
So there is a lot going on here. That sometimes
There's quite a deal with the buses, too. The buses come in, let them out down low. Some of our staff drive the buses to the bus shed and park them, and then they bring the bus back to them and pick them up on tops here. So it's you got valet parking service here if you come play in Clinton, Arkansas.
They make it easy for the teams. Another thing that head coach Chris Dufran said when we were talking to him, he said, Yellow Jacket Arena is known for their hospitality, Rude. Coaches, media personnel, officials, they like to come to Clinton because they know they're going to be fed well those 4 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And so this week, again, it's Heather Dufran and Derek Hensley, along with Becky Dunn's been in there each night this week, and some volunteers. And they've had a number of folks bring in food. Now, tonight, we can tell you, it's Western Sizzling Fried Fish Night. And I think they've got fried fish and baked beans and coleslaw. Last night was Locos brought in Mexican food. And the first night, I think what we had lasagna from the high school cafeteria with lunch meats and things like that. A lot of volunteers, though, have brought in desserts and snacks to fill that in. Some of those names just to call out. Wednesday night, Wanda Owens brought the rolls. Huddle House helped with things. The high school cafeteria again, Reba Rooney, Kathy Newland, Randy Newland, Joyce Hester, Janet McDonald, Becky Dunn, Susan Parrish, Denise Burgess, Tara Crutchfield, Debbie Standridge, and Carrie Wyatt. Thursday night, last night, Jonelle Warren, Lacey Standridge, Sue Bivens, Jamie Williams, Susan Parrish, Dana Hensley, Donna Reed, Diana Shaver, and Carol Beavers brought desserts. And tonight, to go along with Western Sizzling Fish Night, Patty Oaf, Sonny Hargis, Brooke and Michelle Oaf, Tanya Williams, Megan Warren, Sharon Richardson. The Huddle House again furnished us with a cup. Western Sizzling bringing in the food tonight in the high school cafeteria. They brought an apple crisp. Desserts are fantastic. You and I, my colleague, we finished off last night. We got to find out who brought that. That pecan chocolate
coconut
pie. There was one piece left when I got in there.
It was pecan pie, which is a next level by itself. And then there was chocolate chips put in it and coconut. It might have been Lacey Standridge, I heard of. I'm not sure, but I would definitely take credit for that one. That was incredible. I'm not sure if you could make pecan pie much better, but they did.
They will feed you. It's a fantastic atmosphere. We got tonight. We got tomorrow. Those two sessions, noon, I think, and 1:30 for the consolation games, boys and girls. The championships tomorrow night, 6 and 7:30. The final games of the season here at Yellow Jacket Arena. So we still got 3 more games after this one tonight. Not on the radio, not on the live stream. Maybe some other schools will be doing theirs, but come out and join us if you can before the night's over. Come back tomorrow. We're ready for second half of basketball here. Clinton 32-20 over the Brooklyn Bearcats.
I think if you're the Clinton Yellow Jackets, the strategy is, can you win the third quarter by even just 1 point? You're up 12. You're thinking to yourself, let's win the third quarter and take a big lead into that fourth quarter. Of course, if you're Brooklyn, you're going to get picking up the intensity because you know your back's against the wall. And we saw a furious pace by the Brooklyn boys last night in that second half, and the Yellow Jackets had the lead. So here we go.
Your 5 on the floor. Reese McDonald, Katie Gifford, Sydney Standards, Kinley Keith, and Abigail Parks for Coach Matthew Post. For the Bearcats,
Kinsley Parks has yet to even attempt a 3, so
I think you're right.
Before it's over, and Yellow Jackets are in relatively no foul trouble.
Clark, Evan Polsgrove, Kinley Morris, Cheney Gallion, shot up, won't go. Rebound, Stella Parker, up and in. 2 points for Stella Parker. She had a good first half. I think leading score for the Bearcats makes it 32-22.
Rebounding. This is a good rebounding team by Brooklyn.
Man-to-man defense by the Bearcats. McDonald looks to drive right, left, into the lane, kicks it out. Standridge in the corner. Parker picks her up and back out high outside. All 5 players behind the three-point line. They set the offense. Gifford dives in, takes it the free throw line, kicks it out to Keith. Take on a defender, runner, shot up, a little bit long, won't go. Parker takes it out of the air on the offside. She'll keep it herself. Down the floor, right hand, left hand, across midcourt. Goes left, stays outside the lane, but puts the shot up off the glass, won't go. Gallion with the rebound, and she's going to be fouled on her shot attempt by Abigail Parks. 2 free throws upcoming for Cheney Gallion.
Gallion didn't score in the first half. Brooklyn was 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Pretty much what we saw toward the last of the second quarter, just driving to the basket. Parker.
And the first one is up and in.
Parker and Morris both drive into the basket late in that second quarter.
And Cheney Gallion's mom and dad sitting right next to us here, just to our left of the broadcast table. She goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 32-23. Kinley Keith picks up her dribble, needs help, back to Katie Gifford.
Well, they're face guarding also Reese McDonald here.
Reese is going to drive, gets by one defender, and scores. Another drive by Reese McDonald. Double figures.
12. She's got too close to her. They're playing straight man-to-man, but they are in the face of Parks and McDonald, and they're playing no help. That means they don't leave their man to go help anybody else. But she got too close to Reese, and Reese blew by her.
Yeah, Reese is so quick, and she can go to the left so easily. She's tough for a defender.
Shot clock under 10.
Parker with it in front of the Bearcat bench. Right, left, drives outside the lane. Park knocks away. Park recovers, taking time off the clock. Abigail's going to fall over Paulsgrove. Parker gets it back, a three-pointer at the buzzer, and she scores. The 35-second shot clock. Parker scores, 34-26.
What a break by Brooklyn.
McDonald, Keith, back to Gifford. Yeah, you're going to give her a little space when she's behind the three-point line. Now she drops inside, catches, kicks it back out. Katie wants to drive, and going to be whistled for the travel.
They're trying to take Parks out of the game, and McDonald, too, as far as the ball handling that time. You're watching on TV, the two players guarding McDonald and Parks will not leave them to go help anybody else. That time they didn't really get to touch the ball in that offensive set.
Back out high, Kinley Morris with it. Over to Paulsgrove. On the drive, in the lane, the runner, left-hander, up and in by Kinley Morris, a junior for the Bearcats. 5 minutes to go in third quarter. There it is, Abigail Parks, the catch and shoot three, in and out, won't go. Her first attempt of the day. She was open, almost. Now she's going to get it back behind the three-point line. Her pass across the lane. Ball's loose. Keith picks it up. Misses under, hits the bottom of the backboard. Going the other way. Bearcats down the floor. Standridge back to defend all the way. Shot off the glass. Good. Bearcats on a run. 34-30. McDonald quickly down the floor. Black jersey's in front of her. Takes it left. Gallion's going to force her to go out behind the three-point line. She'll turn, shoot, miss. Rebound to Brooklyn. Kinley Morris. Yellow Jacket defense back. Morris over to the left side. Parks on her. Parker defended by Standridge. Yeah, a lot of players in a tight spot, and Kinley Keith pokes it out of bounds. Substitutions incoming. Gracie Linville and Maggie Gresham. Out go Katie Gifford and Abigail Parks.
Brooklyn making that run. When they make it somewhere here in the second half, they're making it right now. The Yellow Jackets got to try to fight them off here. Need a defensive stop and a basket. Maggie Gresham back in, had a really good first half. They need her inside to rebound.
Maggie's going to go against Cheney Gallion. Gallion kind of pushes her out of the way. Shot up, won't go by Parker. 2 points, 34-32. Brooklyn is within 2 points. A one-possession game.
14 points now for Parker. Jackets been outscored 12-2 here in the third quarter.
Standards to Keith on a hop and fouled by the Bearcats on the move.
29-92.
Well, Jackets have been outscored 17-2 to start the third quarter, and the Jackets now trail for the first time since early in the first quarter, the first possession of the game.
Kinley Clark for three for Brooklyn. Clinton's shot won't go. Brooklyn now with the ball and the lead. Parker with it. Wants to drive. A runner up. Won't go off the rim. Gresham battling for it with Gallion. Reese McDonald takes it. Reese down the floor. Two defenders. Gets by one. Takes on a second and draws the foul. Reese McDonald will get to the free throw line.
32-20 at the half. Yellow Jackets been outscored 17-2. And they in desperate need of two free throws right here to try to stop this Bearcat run.
And the senior all-stater, Reese McDonald, the first one is up and in. Abigail Parks into the game. Gracie Linville out, 2:27 in the third. Trailing by two. McDonald's second free throw is up and in.
Reese has 13. Need a little defensive stop here to try to restore order in this one.
Standage on Paulsgrove. Got to pull her out behind the three-point line. Gallion's out behind the three-point line as well. Clinton jumped into a zone. No.
1-3-1. Hasn't played a whole lot of it this year.
Off the dribble, left side. Two-pointer up and in by Paulsgrove. 39-36. Coach Matthew Post says, let's go. Get across midcourt. McDonald, right, left, into the lanes, got space, shoots, misses. Gallion with a rebound. McDonald pokes it away, but Parker and the Bearcats recover. 1 minute, 45 seconds in the third. One-handed into the corner. Ball goes out of bounds. Kinley Keith was there, and Brooklyn stepped out of bounds with the ball. That was Addison Val. Kinley Keith defending, and Clinton with the ball, trailing by three.
Got to get quality possessions now. Now they're behind by three. Maybe get Sydney Standards to get a touch inside. She hadn't touched it in a long time.
Had a big first half. Sheena McDonald, the leading scorers for Clinton today. Keith on the dribble. Standards open for three. It's up and drops through. And Sydney answers, just as you said. We're tied at 39.
Sydney's defender got caught up in a screen, but also Sydney's defender dropped off to help. And that left Sydney wide open. They're not dropping off on Parks and McDonald's. They're tied at 39.
Out near the midcourt circle. Looking their offense. 18 seconds. Parker into the corner. Paulsgrove attempts another three, and it's in. That's not Parker. I think that's Kinsey Clark. 42-39. Quickly McDonald with it down the floor. Pulls up for two just inside the three-point line. Misses. Gresham and Gallion. Brooklyn comes away with it. Parker on the dribble. Defenders in front of her. McDonald pokes it away. She'll go one-on-one with Clark. Right, left, in the lane, off the glass. Good. Nice finish for Reese McDonald.
Reese picked her pocket, and that was huge there. And that was a tough shot on the other end. She had to come in straight on the goal. Had to use the backboard. That was not an easy shot.
She finishes well. We've seen that in her 3 seasons as a high school player. Now Brooklyn can play for one shot. They're out high, a little bit of keep away. Standards with a lot of pressure. 8 seconds. Brooklyn with the lead by one and the ball. Behind the three-point line, 3-2. They're going to have to get a shot off. There it is. It's in the air. It won't go. And a big third quarter by the Bearcats. They take the lead. It'll be 42-41. Yellow Jackets trailing when we return for the fourth quarter. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Well, this one's going to come down to one final quarter. Brooklyn leads 42-41. The Yellow Jackets are outscored 22-9 in that third quarter. Had a 12-point lead going into the quarter. At one point, they were outscored 17-2. Now it's just going to be 8 minutes. Either one of these teams is going to come down to one final quarter.
It's the number one Lady Yellow Jackets taking on the number 2 out of the Northeastern Conference. Reese McDonald dribbles behind the three-point line. She's open and she scores. McDonald for 3 more puts Clinton in front. 44-22, 42.
Reese has 21.
And behind the back, Paulsgrove on the dribble, picks it up with a stop by Keith. Parker's going to drive off the glass too hard. Rebound by Gallion inside. Up, misses. Ball's loose, but Gresham's able to recover the ball and the lead. First time we've been able to say that, maybe seems like a few minutes, but Standards with it on the dribble, takes Parker inside. Outside to Keith behind the three-point line. Defended by Paulsgrove. Back to McDonald. With the hot hand for the Yellow Jackets. Off a screen by Park, steps back 3. This one won't go off the back of the rim. Rebound, Paulsgrove. Bearcats down the floor. Jump step, misses. Gotta get the rebound. Tied up by Reese McDonald. Good defensive effort. Keep it with Brooklyn, but good defense. And what a fantastic jump step inside to get the shot off of the Bearcats.
Rebounds. The key may be defensive rebounding down there in this quarter.
Inbound the ball to Paulsgrove. Forces it up over 2 defenders and scores. We are tied at 44.
Parker's got 9. We're tied at 44.
McDonald, right, left. Keeping her out of the lane. Back to Parks. Picks up her dribble. Bounce pass inside. Gresham, kick out. 3-point shot by Kinley. Keith up and in. They gave her that much space, like we talked about, and Keith makes them pay. Our first Arkansas Bank of the Trust player of the game from the win over Westside.
Kinley's first points of the game tonight. She had 12 on Wednesday. But these 3 are really huge here, and the Yellow Jackets retake the lead at 47-44.
Clark bringing the ball up the floors. Reese McDonald going to bump her. Reese whistled for her second foul, the team's second here in the second half. Now pressure in the backcourt just below our broadcast position. They'll get it inbounds to Parker. Standards out to defend.
Always looking maybe to do a little bit of clearing and driving.
Long, they'll heave it up. Kind of an alley-oop. Won't go. They'll save it back inbounds to McDonald. On the dribble. They head to Parks behind the three-point line. Catch and shoot. 3! There it is. Abigail Parks, 50-44.
She hadn't been able to get open on a half-court set because they've been hounding her, but in the fast break, she got caught up in space there, and Reese hit her for the wide-open 3, and she knocks it home.
I think it's only her second three-point attempt of the day. 1 for 2 on the drive. Parker scores. She's fouled. She'll have a chance at the traditional three-point play.
It's Parker on the drive. The Yellow Jackets maybe have to back off a little bit, and they're going to have to get help to come over and try to stop her. That's been pretty much Brooklyn's offense the last 5 or 6 minutes here.
Free throw is up and good. 50-47, 5:40 remaining. Bearcats drop back defensively. Inbound the ball to McDonald. Jog it across midcourt.
Trying to free up Sydney inside.
Wants to go one-on-one with Parker. Right hand hook won't go. Rebound Gallion. A chance to maybe tie. Pull within 1. Brooklyn with it. Paulsgrove. Back. Clark up. Shot. Misses. Rebound. Parks go 2-on-1. Long pass down the floor to McDonald. She catches, steps back, and scores. Reese McDonald so good on the break.
That was a one-handed catch. That thing was going to fly out of bounds.
Gathered herself, stepped back in front of the goal, put it off the glass. 52-47. And Brooklyn behind the three-point line, 4 players. Parker will move across the lane. Now she'll step out. Gallion steps in.
Sydney's on Parker. Might need to back off when she gets past the perimeter there, a couple of steps.
On the drive, runner down the baseline, misses. Gresham, rebound. She dribbles away from 2 defenders and clears to Reese McDonald. Down the floor to Parks. Catch and shoot 3 from the left side. Good! Parks 2 for 3, 55-47.
Again, the 3 comes at the end of a fast break. They can't get her in the half-court set, but she's getting down the floor and beating them down the floor on the fast break.
Fighting through a screen is Parks. And I think she's going to be whistled for the foul. Team's 4th with 4:08 to go in the 4th. And Brooklyn's going to take a timeout. Yellow Jacket lead is 55-47. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters: Joe and Hash, Artelco, Troy Gorshowski of Edward Jones, by Clinton Real Estate, and by the Webb Family Auction, Penny Jean Fiber, and by First Service Bank of Clinton. Tonight's game brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters on KHPQ. Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Jackets only 9 points in the third quarter. Have already scored 14. 16 actually here in the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. They lead 55-47.
4 minutes to go in this semifinal ball game from the East 4A East Regional here at Yellow Jacket Arena. Winner moves on to the championship tomorrow night. Loser will play in the third place consolation game. Brooklyn with it. Seem to be deliberate with the ball at times offensively, but oftentimes that'll open up a shooter or a lane to drive through. They run their offense effectively. Paulsgrove behind the back, between the legs. Keith defending, right, left, in the lane.
Oh.
Gets a little help defense, gets in the air, foul called. And the crowd doesn't like that. But 2 frees are coming for Paulsgrove.
You penalize great defense right there, and you bail out the shooter. That was great defense by Kinley Keefe. You got to reward defense.
Her third foul. First free throw is missed by Paulsgrove. Again, such good fundamental defense. She doesn't go for the behind the back, doesn't go for between the legs, doesn't go for the right, left. Stays in front of her. Paulsgrove misses both free throws. Parker, Gresham battling for the rim. Maggie keeps it alive. Dribbles on the floor, up to Parks. Abigail on the move. Pass on the right side to Keith. Down the floor. Picks up her dribble. Needs help. Back to Reese McDonald in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. Coach Matthew Post. Standards looks inside. Gresham trying to post up. She does against Gallion. Got it. Spin. Ball knocked loose. Foul called.
Boy, don't forget that play on the other end by Maggie Gresham. It looked like Parker got in, was going to get the offensive rebound. They missed 2 free throws. She was going to get it back with a layup, and Maggie Gresham took the ball away from her, and now she goes to the free throw line.
3:15 to go. Maggie gets the first. 56-47 is the lead.
Maggie has 5. She's 1 for 2 at the line, and the Jackets have a chance to put the lead back into double figures.
Second one. Misses, she gets the rebound and puts it up. How often do you see that? Misses their own free throw. They don't block her out. She comes down the lane, gets the ball, and scores. 58-47.
What a sequence on both ends by Maggie Gresham. And there's Parker. All she's going to do is drive.
3:03 on the clock. Clinton student section to our right, along with the cheerleaders.
Parker has 17 as she goes to the line.
Where she gets the first. Gallion coming back in the ball game.
What a sequence on both ends by Maggie Gresham. The takeaway and the three on the other end.
Parker misses the second free throw. Standers with a rebound, clears to McDonald. Defense drops back. They'll pick Reese up near the midcourt circle. Keeps her dribble, right hand, left hand. Off to Standers, looks inside to Gresham. She wants to spin on Gallion. And they'll whistle Maggie for 3 seconds in the lane.
I'm not sure if we've seen 3 seconds all season in a high school game this year. Wow.
2:51 remaining. Clinton 58, Brooklyn 48.
Let's have to learn from that one and go from it. She'll have to try to get in and out a little quicker.
The man-to-man pressure by the Yellow Jackets. Behind the three-point line, Clark's shot is up. Won't go off the rim. Kinley, he takes it. McDonald's ahead of the pack. Okay. Kinley didn't see her.
That's okay.
Cross midcourt.
Time's important now.
And Coach Matthew Post right there. Kinley to back up.
Brooklyn still they got 4 fouls to give before they put the Yellow Jackets in the shooting situation here.
McDonald dribbled to the top corner. She's going to run in the lane across to Gresham. Shot blocked out of bounds. Keep it with the Yellow Jackets. They gave Reese a lane that created kind of a 2-on-1 once she got deep. Gresham had a shot that they blocked from behind.
They're going to give Clinton a new shot clock. They took about 22 seconds off the clock. Now they're going to get a fresh 35 with 2:17 left.
Outside, inside, back to Gresham. Shots blocked by Gallion, but Maggie's going to get it back. Good effort. Now back it up to midcourt. Kinley Keith. Looking stays in a man. Not double teaming, not trapping yet. Reese is going to drive, get by one defender, try to bounce pass it across
new shot
the lane.
Clock.
And
check foul on Brooklyn. New shot clock for Clinton.
1:59 to go and a 10-point lead. Keith from the baseline. And Coach Matthew Post is saying, reset that shot clock. Put it at 35. That's what they do. Inbound the ball to Parks. Closely guarded there. Between the legs. Right, left hand. Over to Kinley Keith. Back
Brooklyn
up.
still got 3 fouls to give. There's one. Still got 2 to give. The Yellow Jackets have taken about 40 seconds off the clock.
Keith is fouled on the floor. So Clinton from the sideline, just below our broadcast position here in Yellow Jacket Arena, above the visiting crowd. Parks to inbound. She does get it to McDonald. Reese, the leading scorer, leads all scorers today for both teams.
No marginal passes, no marginal shots.
And she does it again, gets the left side of the lane, dumps it to Gresham, and Maggie scores 60-48.
Only take a high percentage shot right there. Maggie scores. And now you want to play defense without fouling.
12-point lead.
Jackets have 16 fouls, no fouls.
1 minute, 25 seconds. Paulsgrove on the drive, baseline, runner, 2-pointer up and in, and Brooklyn wants a timeout. The score is Clinton 60, the Brooklyn Bearcats 50. 1 minute, 22 seconds remaining. Clinton led early, led to the second quarter. Brooklyn went on to run in the third, took the lead. Clinton got it back, pushed it out to double digits here. And we're down to the final minute 22.
Yeah, Jackets 19 points in this quarter after scoring only 9 in that third quarter, and Brooklyn came all the way back to take the lead. Jackets trailed 42-41 going into the quarter, and they've outscored Brooklyn 19-8 here in the quarter. And with 1:22 left, the Jackets are in the bonus situation, so you want to take care of the basketball. If it's a marginal shot, don't take it. We'll take the high percentage. If it's a marginal pass, you don't have to throw it. And if you get any type of trouble, take a timeout. You've got timeouts here. You just want to take care of the basketball and let the clock run. Brooklyn's going to put some pressure on here in the backcourt, some extreme pressure. But if you get it in, more than likely they're going to foul at the 1:22 mark.
Clinton shot free throws very well today. Not a lot of opportunities in the second half. They shot very well in the first half. Standards inbounds to McDonald. Back to City Standards. That's the 2 leading scorers today. They'll give chase. They want a foul, and Clark fouls McDonald, the 6th team foul.
They might have had a chance. They'd have waited for a 10-second violation there. But they went ahead and fouled, so the Yellow Jackets will go to the line, and that should be it's team foul number 6. Okay, we got one more.
So Maggie Gresham out. Katie Gifford returns.
What a great game by Maggie Gresham tonight.
7 players to play for the Yellow Jackets thus far today. Parks to inbound. They won't cover the inbound player. She'll get it to Kinley Keith on the move. In the corner to Gifford, a minute 12. Gifford fouled.
Now free throws.
Fouled by Polesgrove, her 4th personal foul. Gracie Linville is going to check into the ball game. Abigail Parks out.
Yeah, Linville in for defense here. She can get after you, those guards on defense. Linville's in for defense. You got maybe your best defensive team on the floor right now.
As Gifford gets the first free throw.
And you do not want to foul. Brooklyn goes to the free throw line on the next foul.
Katie misses the second. Kinley Keith trying to come up with a rebound, but in doing so, she's going to dribble the ball out of bounds. Back to Brooklyn, but just a minute, 11 seconds to go. Clinton drops back. Man to man. Bearcats quickly down the floor. Want to drive, take it all the way. Shot off the glass, misses, and Reese McDonald comes up with it. They'll foul Reese. 1 minute, 1 second remaining. Clinton 61, Brooklyn 50. McDonald, a 1-and-1 opportunity from the free throw line. How many points does Reese McDonald have today?
Yeah, Reese had 10 in the first half, and Reese has 16. I think I've missed one here. Yep. Yeah, I got too excited. I know she had a couple of threes.
About to give him Sydney the threes. Reese said Sydney had 1 3, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yep. We'll say she's at about 20 points or over as she gets the first free throw, 62-50.
I know she's 5 for 5 at the free throw line. And as a team, the Yellow Jackets have shot them great tonight.
And there it is. McDonald with another free throw under a minute to play, 63-50. The semifinal round on the drive. Parker off the glass scores quickly for Brooklyn, 63-52. Clock running. Standards to inbound. She does to Keith. And Kinley is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line.
2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 18. Jackets have shot 22 free throws and 17 of 22 at the free throw line for Clinton. And Brooklyn doing some substituting here. I'm not sure if they're bringing in some three-point shooters or just getting their seniors out of the game here. Of course, they will play another day. They'll play tomorrow.
Keith misses. Bearcats with a rebound. And the Bearcats across midcourt. On the drive. The baseline. Shot up won't go. They'll get the rebound. The putback off the glass. Good. How about Chloe Rodriguez? She played early in the ball game, but now she's back in here at the end. 30 seconds. 63-54 is the student section. They're getting loud for the Yellow Jackets in the corner. Gifford. And a 10-second call, but that's not going to hurt you too bad with just 23 seconds remaining, an 11-point lead for the Lady Yellow Jackets.
Those guards, Reese and Gracie, got to get down there and get that basketball. At this point, you just want to get the ball in the front court and keep the clock running. Now don't foul.
Shot off the glass, misses. Rebound, put back by Rodriguez, misses, out of bounds. Keep it with Brooklyn. Student section doth protest. But it is the Bearcats' ball. Here comes Gresham and Parks in.
It don't take much to get them to protest.
And here comes some more Bearcats. I think Coach he's kind of clearing the bench here late in this one, getting everybody some regional tournament time here at this one at Yellow Jacket Arena. They'll inbound the ball. Parker with a shot. Misses. Brooklyn with a second shot. Fouled on the free throw. Fouled to go to the free throw line. Well, how about this, Mike Holly? The Lady Yellow Jackets are going to win the semifinal matchup. The number one's going to move on. We'll see later tonight who they're going to play, be it Southside Batesville or Heber Springs in the championship tomorrow night. But they're going to have a chance to be back-to-back, regional champions. Won last year in Class 3A.
Like I said, the impressive part is to win one in 3A and then move up to 4A and have a chance to win another one. Two different classifications. And Yellow Jackets are the smallest 4A school in the current AAA classification alignment.
Shot up won't go. A miss. Rebound inside. Brooklyn, 2 off the glass. 63-56. Clock still running. Inbound to McDonald. She may dribble it out. Pass ahead. That'll do it. Clinton wins 63-56 over the Brooklyn Bearcats as the girls will line up the coaches. They'll walk across midcourt. Good sportsmanship today in this one from these two very good girls basketball teams. As you said, they're both going to play on. Clinton tomorrow night in the championship. Brooklyn in the consolation game tomorrow at noon. Brooklyn boys, they're going to be playing tonight and tomorrow. So the Bearcats, they'll probably bring a big crowd back here to Yellow Jacket Arena. And hopefully Clinton, prime time tomorrow night. Let's fill up the home side on the arena for these Clinton senior girls. Cheerleaders, girls. It looks like they're going to come to midcourt and have a post-game prayer along with the Brooklyn Bearcats. They're going to circle up, gather up, grab arms. And if you're watching on the live stream, you can see that now here from Yellow Jacket Arena. As folks around the stadium, they'll kind of stand up as well in places. And a good finish here for both squads. Well, hey, we will step away for just a moment. We'll tally up some final numbers, and when we return, we'll name the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Tonight's basketball game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket basketball boosters, by Arkansas Mountain Realty, by PEH Supply, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Dr. Jamie Beavers Dental, by Ingram Tire, by the Western Sizzlin', by Clinton Drug, and by Main Street Florist. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's game.
Hi, I'm Joey Dobbs with State Farm Insurance here in Clinton. We are proud to support Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports, and we're here to support you on and off the field. For surprisingly great rates on auto, home, life, and supplemental health insurance, stop by today. We're located just off of Highway 65 before the Little Red River next to H&R Block. Give us a call at 745-6323 or visit our website at calljoeydobbs.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Woo, got to catch your breath here. I think me and Jeff were out too here after watching that one. But what looked like maybe the Yellow Jackets were going to cruise at halftime at a 12-point lead, and then all of a sudden it turned into a ball game as Brooklyn outscored the Lady Yellow Jackets 17-2 at one point, 22-9 in that third quarter before it was over. And they had a 42-41 lead. I think they had as many as a 3-point lead at one time. But the Yellow Jackets came on strong in the fourth quarter, outscoring Brooklyn 22-14 in that fourth quarter. They come away with a 63-56 win, and they move on to tomorrow night. I believe it's at 6 o'clock tomorrow night as they'll play for a second straight regional championship this year right here at Yellow Jacket Arena. So be sure to make your plans to come out tomorrow night as the Yellow Jackets will take on the winner of number 1 Batesville Southside and the Heber Springs Panthers. Wouldn't it be fun to play the Panthers for a third time this year? That could happen. They play tonight at 7 o'clock. Quickly looking at the scoring for Brooklyn. Kinsey Clark, 3 threes, 9 points for her tonight. Kinley Morris, 2 points. Addison Val had 5 points, including a 3-pointer. Evan Polsgrove, 11 points on the night. Stella Parker, leading scorer for Brooklyn. She had 20, including a couple of 3-point baskets. Cheney Gallion had a free throw tonight for 1 point. And Chloe Rodriguez, 4 in the first quarter, 4 in the last quarter, and she had 8 points. Brooklyn finishes with 6 3-point baskets. For the Lady Yellow Jackets, Gracie Limble off the bench for 2 points. Maggie Gresham, what a game tonight by the sophomore. After about the first 4 minutes and looking at at Brooklyn and how the game was played, I told Jeff this would be a great matchup, I think, for Maggie Gresham. It fits her perfectly, and it sure did. And there was one sequence down here where she takes away a sure 2 points by Brooklyn, comes down to the other end, hits a free throw, misses the second one, gets the rebound and scores. And Maggie had a great night. She finishes with 9 points on the night. Katie Gifford, 3 points. Abigail Parks, they were hounding her all night, and she still got free in the fourth quarter at the end of a couple of fast breaks and knocked down a couple of threes. She finishes the night with 8 points. Kinley Keith, a big three, but it came when they had that 17-2 run, she hit a three to kind of to maybe bring it to a halt there, get things back under control. She finished with 3 points, and another great night on defense for her. Sydney Standridge, 21 points for the senior, 11 in the first half. And Reese McDonald, she didn't wait till the fourth quarter tonight, folks. She had 10 in the first half. Finishes, I think, with 24. It could be unofficial on that. But what a night by the two seniors, McDonald and Standridge, 24 and 21. The Yellow Jackets, 6 3-pointers on the night. Didn't have one in the first half, 6 in the second half. And a great night at the free throw line. If you're going to win big ball games late in the year, you got to hit free throws. The Jackets 17 of 23 at the free throw line. Brooklyn will move on now to the third place game. They play tomorrow at noon. They're now 23-4 on the season. Lady Yellow Jackets move to the championship game tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. The Jackets are 24-6 now on the season, and they've now won 15 in a row and 20 of their last 21 ball games. And it would be a feather in their hat to win a Class 4A regional after winning a Class 3A regional last year. What do you think about the First Arkansas Bank and Trust Player of the Game?
Well, thanks again to our title sponsor again this season. Stop by their branch in the Northside Shopping Center across from Goods Cash Saver, Pizza Hut, and tell them you enjoy listening to Yellow Jacket basketball here on KHPQ and see what they can do for you. Banking products, financial services, First Arkansas Bank and Trust. And today, this one is easy. The senior, the all-stater, offensively, defensively. I don't know that she got a blocked shot tonight, and she likes to get blocked shots, but she got steals and shot well, defensively well, and Reese McDonald shows how she can lead this team and make good things happen from the beginning tonight, as you said, and really got things going with that early lead in the ball game. And
yeah, I saw her eating some chicken or something before the ball game. Everybody else was getting dressed, and she was eating. So whatever that was, she have some tomorrow night. And but Reese came to play from the get-go tonight, and what a great game. Honorable mention, you got to mention Sydney Standridge and Maggie Gresham, too, on that list. But Reese McDonald, the two-time All-Stater, your First Arkansas Bank and Trust Player of the Game.
And Female Athlete of the Year as a junior last year for Clinton High School. So she's pretty special, and we enjoy watching Reese. Well, hey, it is Media Row. We got to get the next game set up for Little Rock Christian. They're going to run a camera. Now, I know my dad, Mike Hall, he sits at home. He says, now, which schools are showing the video? Because if we're not showing it, he wants to watch all the games. So we can tell you, if you're doing the same at home, Little Rock Christian, I think, is going to run a video. And
Brooklyn also.
And Brooklyn.
Both teams will be live streaming this game. Brooklyn High School, Little Rock Christian High School.
Brooklyn is Bearcats Media Production. What are you guys on the video? What's it called? Okay, look for Little Rock Christian. We'll find it there anyway. But thanks for being with us tonight. We'll be back on at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, or just before, for the big championship game. Come out and join us if you can. We'll have a big night. Well, for Sid King getting us set up during the week for these early afternoon games, tipping off at 4 o'clock. For Kelsey Robinson, our studio engineer. For Laura O'Neill, our video engineer. For my colleague, I'm Jeff Hall. You've been listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Thanks, Kelsey.